Welcome to Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast.
All right, Johnny, how we doing?
Hey, Jess, how you doing?
Doing okay. We've had a little bit of a major life change here.
Yeah, you got a little update, don't you?
Yes. We had baby Nicholas on July 14th.
Congrats.
So thank you so much. Today is July 26th, so he's almost 2 weeks old already, which is insane to think about.
Time's flying.
Yep. Yeah, everybody, welcome back to Parks and Pixie Dust. We are recording a couple episodes remote currently just because it's been chaos here at the house. So, which I'm so glad we've figured that out. We can do remote.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about these next episodes. So John and I wanted to talk about the music of Disney. And so today we're kind of talking through some of our favorite Disney movie scores. Which I think is really fun topic.
Yeah, because I mean, like we have both music backgrounds too. And
Yes.
I think we could really touch on some cool stuff and some fun facts.
Yeah. And I really think the score and the music is obviously what makes or breaks a vibe of a movie. There was since I was a music ed major, when I student taught, I kind of did a unit. When I taught middle school during my student teaching assignment, I did a lesson or a unit on movie music and talking about how obviously movie music really changes the vibe of a scene of a movie,
Yeah.
And obviously when you think of that, probably one of the biggest composers that comes to mind is obviously John Williams.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When you think of really incredible music. Did you ever watch actually that documentary about him? I think it was on Disney Plus.
Not yet. I'm meaning to.
It's a really good one because it was really interesting to hear sort of his background. Just fun fact about him. He was a pianist and a trombone player, and I think he really wanted to more play trombone. But then I think his parents were like, no, play piano. And then it's just kind of landed in his lap to, to start to write things. And it's so funny how such a simple thing, simple themes of movie music become so famous, like Jaws, for example, 2 notes, or Harry Potter theme, or whatever. Those, I mean, obviously those are non-Disney examples, but it's just amazing.
With Jaws, he was like, how do I write for a shark?
Right.
So what do you do?
Yeah. Shit.
I thought I had this written down in some of my notes, but I don't have anything about John Williams. But do you know a fun fact about him?
Just
his son?
Just that, like I said, he was a trombone player too. That's what I took away from that documentary. And he's worked also very closely with Steven Spielberg. They are really close buddies, and he's done a lot of work for him, like E.T. and stuff like that. He's just done so much work. He wasn't, though, in actually some of my little research for this episode, I didn't really do much of John Williams. I mean, of a few of the movie scores, he was one of my. Sorry if we hear a little crying in the background here. We got a little dude with a binky in his mouth. But of my top movie soundtracks or scores, I kind of was doing some research and thinking of even movies that I really enjoyed as a kid and what scores I really, really enjoyed and composers. So for me, I kind of have a top 7. I don't know what you've got, John. I don't know if you want to start off.
Yeah, I have around that same number too.
Perfect. Okay.
But I got nothing with John Williams because I think technically I don't really recall too much that he did with the Disney company, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
besides,
he's done.
Go ahead. When Disney bought the rights to Lucasfilm,
right?
Then technically his Star Wars and Indiana Jones themes became Disney.
Yes,
properties.
And those were the only 2 actually on my list. So,
but his son his son is one of the lead singers of the band Toto.
Oh.
Who does the song Africa?
Oh, okay.
Like I Bless the Rains down in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
And also his son was the singing voice for Simba.
Oh my God. Adult Simba or no?
Yeah, adult Simba. So like when they're saying "Can you feel the love tonight?" That's John Williams' son.
Oh my God, that's cool. I did not know that. But he's not the voice of adult, because isn't that what's his name?
No, it's Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, Ferris Bueller. I was just gonna say Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller. Broderick.
I love it. Okay. So what's a score that you've got written down that you like?
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like start from the bottom and end with my favorite.
Okay.
I'll leave my honorable mention off the list at the moment. So I have the soundtrack to The Incredibles by Michael Giacchino.
Awesome. Okay.
Just because I like the vibe that it gives off. It's kind of like that. It was inspired by the spy films of the 60s.
Yeah.
Like James Bond, and it's kind of like based off of the James Bond composer's music.
Yeah,
John
that's cool.
Barry.
Yeah.
And plus, like the sound of the soundtrack, like is hold on. What did I write? I can't read right. Oh yeah. So like the sounds of the soundtrack, or the score rather, like it kind of gives off that vibe of the movie where it's kind of like a retro futuristic style.
Sure.
Kind of, in the realm of like what Tomorrowland kind of seems like.
Okay, sure.
Because it's or what it used to be like, or what their vision of the future from the 60s.
Yes, I totally get that. Yeah.
And I like that vibe.
Yes.
It's a cool like atmosphere.
Yeah.
Where things are like, smooth surfaces, like rounded features.
Yes.
It's kind of like retro futuristic, if that makes any sense.
What was the hotel you just stayed at Universal?
Cabana Bay.
Cabana Bay. Doesn't that kind of give that vibe?
Yeah, like partial of that vibe.
Yeah.
Because it's like that retro feeling. But then if you mix Cabana Bay with maybe Aventura, which is like their more futuristic themed hotel. Yeah. Then you can kind of get that vibe.
Yes. I totally know what you mean. So
Plus Michael Giacchino, it's good.
Yeah, that composer I don't know much about. Do you have any info on him?
Well, he actually did a few of the scores from Pixar films, which I have.
Okay.
Well, this one and then a couple others, but he did the music to Lost. He did some Mission Impossible movies.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So yeah, he's kind of got like an upbeat, intense, but also fun kind of vibe to him.
Yeah. No, and it's cool.
But Lost is really good.
It's cool to you hear a piece of music or a score, and you sometimes once you know the vibe of the composer, it's easy to then identify them. Mm-hmm. Like, that's
like John Williams.
Yep. Or that's Hans Zimmer, or what I mean? It's like they all have like a vibe or a style, which is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you have?
Yeah. So actually, one of my faves is The Lion King. Fun fact: that won actually an Oscar for Best Original Score. Mm-hmm. So that score is actually by Hans Zimmer, but then a lot of the big songs are Elton John.
Right.
So I love that score. I mean, you just think about Pride Rock and the just this, what's it called, the elephant. I'm so sleep deprived. I don't even know what I'm saying. The where Scar is, the dark stomping ground.
Yeah, the Elephant Graveyard.
Elephant Graveyard. That's what it was. Just like that, those type of scenes, and just how Hans really captured the vibe of the darkness of that. And just obviously, I think The Lion King has so many great. Now it's a musical too. Great songs that are obviously catchy, but then the movie. Oh, hold on. The movie as a whole, okay, hold on. But yeah, so I just felt like Lion King was such a contender because obviously those are two huge artists,
Yeah.
And I just remember growing up listening to Lion King, and I think I even had the CD or the cassette tape back then. Mm-hmm. I'm really showing my age. And yeah, I mean, I just think that is just such a good score. I don't know. I sound like an idiot the way I'm talking right now, but yeah, that was on my list because Elton John, he's got some good bangers in that one.
Yeah, no, I'm actually going to bank off of that because that was on my list as well. Because I love Hans Zimmer.
Yes, me too.
And I've seen him in concert once.
Oh, that's awesome. Where at?
Allstate Arena.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really great.
Yeah.
No, but like it, because I feel like that's when Disney started. I mean, their soundtracks were great.
Yeah.
Like with the catchy themes. But like I feel like Lion King is when they were just like okay, like let's get a big name.
Yeah.
And well, actually Hans Zimmer at that time wasn't too huge. He was doing films, like a whole bunch of films, but
sure.
nothing to the caliber that he has now, like Dark Knight, Man of Steel.
Sure.
And that kind of thing. But the way that Hans Zimmer wrote it, it was just like, okay, animated films can be pretty serious.
Yes.
And actually have good music with it. And you can also hear that a little bit with Beauty and the Beast. He didn't do that, but Alan Menken and Howard Shore, they did a really good job with kind of taking Disney that direction. But yeah, so Hans Zimmer, he actually dedicated that film to his daughter.
Oh. And
like it was interesting when I was doing a little research, because also to get into the the atmosphere, the theme with the film.
Yeah.
He worked with like a whole bunch of like African choral groups.
That's awesome.
And to get like, the right chants and like lyrics and that kind of thing to compose a score.
Yeah.
But that's what I found interesting. So his father died when he was pretty young.
Okay.
And he had to compose that scene where Mufasa died.
Wow.
And so he was kind of like digging back that far and like digging into that kind of mindset.
Wow.
And so I feel like that theme just kind of resonates personally with him.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So this one,
that's a really interesting fact. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. But, sometimes that's what I feel like composers do when they're trying to come up with, themes for these films or underlying themes, not the main one, but they kind of, I don't know, like pull at their past a little bit.
Yes.
And I don't know how you do it, because I'm not musically inclined in that way, but like trying to find the right melody.
Right.
To convey emotion.
Yes. And that's such a gift.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's make it like sound good,
Oh yeah, and I think that's what's so incredible about just art in general. Any artistry, dance, music, paintings, anything artistic. This is totally random. I just thought of this. One time, I actually did a project my senior year of college and I interviewed people in the arts. So like I interviewed a friend who's a dancer. I interviewed a painter, like an art major. And I asked them why they do their art, and just talking about like what it is. And for them, they all sort of had the same answer, and it was to express just their emotions or what they're going through at that time. And one time I actually had a layover. This is going to sound not serious at all, but I promise it is. I had a layover one time in Vegas and I went out to dinner by myself when I was a flight attendant, and I went to like a little sushi place in the hotel that I was staying at. And I was talking to one of the sushi chefs, and I was asking him like, why do you love your job? Like what is it about your job that you enjoy? And he's like, I love creating, and no matter what mood I'm in, I create my dish based on how I'm feeling. And that sounds maybe so like weird. And like, how do you do that with sushi? But he was like, how I'm feeling that day is how the dish is going to look or be created based on my emotions. And I thought,
what if he's in like a hungover or really crappy mood? He's just like throwing things all over the place. Yeah, I'll put it here, put it there, whatever.
Right.
Smashes a piece of sushi.
Right. But he was saying it's such an art to create a dish, because obviously with sushi a lot of times or any sort of like Asian dish or, high luxury kind of cuisine, a lot of it is the presentation of how it's laid out when you go to a fancier restaurant. And so I thought that was really interesting what he said. And so I think that has nothing to do, obviously, with the topic we're talking about today, but that's such an interesting fact.
It goes hand in hand because, chefs are artists too. Composers are artists. It all it all conveys into like what you said, what they're feeling.
Yes.
And what the finished product turns out to be.
Yeah.
And like with music that tells a story, food tells a story too.
Yes.
Going to a culinary school, being in the kitchen and learning more about like the culinary side of things.
Yep.
It's just interesting. You ever see the show The Bear?
So we tried to get into it. Totally. I've watched about 3 or 4 episodes and I was like, dude, I'm too anxious watching this.
Yeah.
But yes, I have.
But that's kind of, he wants to join in. Yeah, he's got opinions about The Bear too.
Yeah, I know. The Bear, it's anxiety.
Yes, yeah. But with these Michelin star restaurants, they like to incorporate different features of their food so that the food dish becomes interactive.
Yes.
They come out with like a globe of something and you have to crack it open and like cherries or sauce falls out.
Yeah, kind of like at Uncle Julio's, the pinata chocolate ball.
I love how you just compared Uncle Julio's to like a Michelin star type restaurant.
Dude, I love Uncle Julio's. Although I'm pissed. They changed their menu recently and I'm like, bad person. I missed that. They used to have this like really good elote salad and loved it. And they got rid of it. I'm like, come on, dudes. Come on.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I love a good elote.
Me too.
It's so good.
So good. God. Just cheese and mayo it up all day. I don't give a Anyways.
Yeah, you tell them. Elote for the win.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so that I love that fact though. That's really, really interesting that he had to write that. I bet that was probably very hard for him, but at the same time, it was very genuine,
Yeah. So like that whole score became very personal, like with him writing that scene, thinking about his father and then also dedicating it to his daughter because his daughter was young. He's just like, maybe I should do something for my daughter. Because he does more adult films, that kind of thing. So
sure.
But yeah. What do you got?
So next I actually have Tarzan. I loved that movie as a kid. Love that score. I just think you can't go wrong with Phil Collins, baby. Can't go wrong. Because did he do the score? Or did he just do the songs? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
I believe he did.
Yeah. So, I just thought that was such a... I haven't actually watched that movie in a long time, but I remember listening to that a ton as a kid. And yeah, I just think Phil Collins is amazing and I love his voice and he's got some bangers in that song too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a lot of facts about Tarzan. I just feel like Phil Collins, he's a very specific vibe as well, I feel like. And the fact that he did the score for Tarzan, I think he has a very distinct voice too.
Oh, for sure. So I just wanted to make sure with who composed the actual score. It was Mark Mancina.
Oh, it was. Okay, never mind.
But Phil Collins was a huge influence on that score because, it takes place in the jungles,
right?
And Phil Collins is a percussionist, so that's how you convey the sounds of the jungle with all these different drum beats. And
exactly.
It's so well done.
Yeah. So okay, my bad. So sorry, Brian. I'm sure you're gonna correct us on. On our facts of stuff, Brian and Sebastian. So,
no, but I'm sure they work together to create the score.
Yeah. Yep.
Because music composers and songwriters, they work together.
Yes.
Just because to make it flow into each scene.
Yep.
But that movie is so underrated.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't get enough love.
Yep.
Honestly.
And Rosie O'Donnell as what's the monkey?
Turk.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when Phil Collins teamed up with NSYNC for their version of that song.
Yeah.
So 90s.
Yes. Love Tarzan. I think that's another example of an animated movie that can have phenomenal, intense music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that movie's intense too.
Yes. And then obviously, do you know the conspiracy theory about how Tarzan is actually Elsa and Anna's sibling?
Yeah. I think we talked about that in the conspiracy theory episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I kind of like that. It's neat.
I know. I kind of like that too. And I'm like, they kind of have a hot brother. That's cool.
All right.
I'll take it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you have next?
Well, to go to kind of like sync up with what we were talking about earlier with food, I have Ratatouille.
Okay.
Which was also by Michael Giacchino.
Okay.
Now, I didn't really enjoy the movie the first time I saw it. I thought it was kind of like, like a little boring, and I was just like, this is okay. I wasn't really. It seemed like Cars to me. I don't like Cars.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched the full Ratatouille, so I need to get on that.
After like a couple viewings, you're just like, wow, this movie's pretty gorgeous because like the animation in Paris,
sure,
and the kitchen,
yeah.
But then to add to like the animation style and the setting, you have the score with Ratatouille.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes place in Paris, so the score is inspired by a whole bunch of like French music and culture, and man, my writing sucks. And it's inspired by like French music and culture, incorporates elements of European romanticism, gypsy jazz, Parisian cafe. Because like you're listening to the music while you're watching the movie, and it has that accordion style, and you just kind of feel like you're in Paris, sitting outside in a cafe. I know it's very like stereotypical when you think of like a film set in Paris and you're like listening to the music or something.
Right.
But then also the song from it called La Festine, which means the feast. It's kind of like the main theme that plays throughout the song or throughout the movie.
Okay.
And you hear it in the land too, around the attraction.
Okay. I need to get on that movie. Yeah, I need to watch that. That one and The Incredibles. Yeah. I don't know that I've ever watched the full of those two.
Yeah, The Incredibles is fun. It's just a fun like Fantastic Four superhero family type of film.
Yeah, that's cute.
And Ratatouille it's a little bit more on the mature side of things.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like before Coco, Ratatouille may have been like the more like detailed, authentic, kind of like very, I already said detailed, but like animation style.
Sure.
Because it's just like, you're just kind of in France as you watch it.
Right.
So it just transports you there.
And Disney does such an amazing job, like you just said, comparing Coco. To be honest, the Remember Me song is one of my top, which I'll talk about in the next, obviously, episode.
Oh, yeah. I got that too.
Yeah, from Coco. And I love how, if you think about it, with whatever culture the movie is taking place in, they do such a phenomenal job at choosing the composer to emulate that. They really do,
Yeah. And I don't know. I just like the music of Ratatouille. Sometimes I'll be in my office at work, and I'll just, if I need to like calm myself down, because sometimes I can get kind of worked up at work, which is a lot. Not sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll turn on like YouTube has like all these videos of like calming music, like background type music, and one of them is Ratatouille theme. So it's like that.
Love it.
That theme throughout the entire film, just on repeat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really all I got for Ratatouille. Just that one stuck out.
Love it.
What do you got? What's next on your list?
So next, actually, I have the Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl.
But poo.
Yeah, I didn't mean to swear. Holy cow.
John, who are you? Johnny.
I have that. That was my number one. So go ahead.
Yes. So I actually didn't have mine necessarily in an order, but that one's a great one. I mean, I actually played that my freshman year in marching band.
Yeah.
Amazing score. So the score is by Klaus Badelt. I probably butchered his name. Maybe it's Klaus Badel. I don't know. Sorry. But the theme is by Hans Zimmer. So, I mean, you cannot help but get winky doodle nip rock and have energy when you hear that theme.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
I'm sorry, but
We
that
found the Kylo Ren of scores.
yes. Yes, we did. Like, yeah, I mean, that music, phenomenal.
Yeah, because I did some research too. Because the soundtrack came out before the film did, and of course I was going to buy the soundtrack, so I did that and I listened to the entire thing. It's only like 45 minutes long.
Yeah,
but it's interesting, like on CD, because with each transition into each song, it just flows. It kind of like quiets down a little bit, and then it just goes right into the next song. So there's really no break.
Yes.
Whereas, you listen to other like movie soundtrack CDs, and you can definitely tell it's going on to the next song.
Yeah.
But this one just flowed, and it's like, wow, this is just continuous excitement.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, like I guess Alan Silvestri, who does like the Avengers themes, he was originally supposed to compose the music. Then they went to Hans Zimmer, but he was contractually obligated to The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. So he was contractually obligated to be attached to that film until that film released, and then he could, go on to different projects. So that's why he wasn't available for the first film. But then once that film released, he then went on to do Pirates 2 through 4.
Okay, gotcha.
But what was interesting is, since Klaus Badelt, I think he kind of like studied under Hans Zimmer, so that's why Hans Zimmer kind of recommended Klaus Badelt.
Got it. Okay. Like, here's my apprentice. I know you can't have me, but
it's the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yeah.
But like, I found this interesting because Hans Zimmer also did the soundtrack to the film Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Okay. Yep.
And there's a piece in that movie, like during a battle scene, and as I was listening to it like years ago, it's just like, holy cow, the theme sounds like the beats are the same as the Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
No.
Who?
And so like Klaus Badelt, he kind of implemented those beats from Gladiator.
Wow.
With the help of Hans Zimmer, because he did compose like the main themes for that film.
Yeah.
And then Klaus Badelt just kind of filled in the rest. But it was interesting. Like, if you go back and watch Gladiator, if you
I've never
are
seen
interested in that, but or like next time I see you, like we're in person, I could play you those two beats like back to back. It's pretty interesting because it's just like, okay, that's like Pirates of the Caribbean and Rome, and then also Rome and Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, but that's how my point, like how you can recognize a composer based on their style, you know.
Plus Hans Zimmer he also loves like percussion. Yeah. So he incorporates a lot of like drum beats. Plus he's a fantastic piano player and guitarist, and he's great.
No, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's just got like such a fun, jaunty, like swashbuckling sound to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
And the movie's great too.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
What do you got next?
I'll go to this one. I put Pinocchio.
Oh, love it. Okay.
Just because like I feel like I wanted like something nostalgic and historical, and also like kind of quintessential, because that underlying "When You Wish Upon a Star" theme is pretty much the theme for Disney.
Yes. Yep. I love that.
That's pretty much all I have for that. Like, it's just, nostalgic.
Yeah. Who wrote that? Who did that music?
Leigh Harline and Paul J. Smith.
Okay. When you wish upon a star.
Oh, there you go.
Making my son fall asleep. Oh, he woke up.
Well, yeah, I think my neighbors woke up too.
I love that you have your refreshers right now. I love that.
Oh yeah, got to.
Love it.
Had it this morning, didn't finish it.
Love it.
So it's all watered down.
Love it. Yep. At least Steve didn't knock it over with his butt.
Oh, that was funny.
Yep.
So what do you got next?
Okay, so I actually have two. I'll name two, kind of my last two, because I had already named like Star Wars and Indiana Jones because of John Williams. So these last two are actually both Pixar films, Toy Story and Monsters, Inc., and they are both by Randy Newman.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was really interesting doing some research of that because I was, again, thinking of movies that I just personally have really enjoyed. Not only, the story, the vibe, if there's a what I have been calling a banger, in this episode. And I love, especially Monsters, Inc., because I love the theme song with the soprano sax. Like, I think for me personally, I think of my dad a lot when I hear the.
Oh, it's so catchy. It's so catchy.
Yeah, I love that. I've asked my dad, can you play that? And he's been like, yeah, probably. But I love that, and then I love the Toy Story music and the score of that movie too. So the composer of both of them are Randy Newman, and I was just kind of interested in his background a little bit because I really again, you recognize, I guess I don't know anything about this composer, and he's done a lot of the Pixar movies. Like, he's done Cars as well, it was saying.
And A Bug's Life, I think.
Yes, Bug's Life, James and the Giant Peach. So that was interesting to read about him. So I'll just give you a little background about him. He has a musical family that were all renowned Hollywood film composers, so I thought that was cool. And he studied, actually, music at UCLA. And he's known for his, he blends jazz, blues, ragtime, and pop. And that, for me personally, I grew up listening to my dad play jazz. So people ask me all the time, what's your genre? What do you love the most? And I would say probably jazz is one of my favorite genres just to listen to. It's just funny because anytime I've worked alone at my salon, I turn on Natalie Cole. In the salon. Nice. Whereas if everybody is at the salon working, we're listening to country, and I'm beating my head against the wall. So I love jazz. So I thought it was just really interesting to just read about him a little bit. The fact that he studied at UCLA. He comes from a Jewish family background with deep Hollywood roots. Let's see, what else did I have? He's also known for scoring entire films and writing the lyrics for original songs. So notice how
Toy Story.
Yeah, so some of these scores that we've talked about, they didn't write the original songs. You know what I'm saying? So he's done both, which I thought was cool. Let's see. He's performs his own songs in concerts with orchestras around the world. And it says he has a dry, ironic sense of humor reflected in both his lyrics and public appearances. So thank you, ChatGPT, for that one. But I think that's funny because, again, going back to just people and their emotions and expressing themselves through their writing, that's probably him. So it would be interesting to get to know Randy Newman. I think his name, Randy, is kind of...
Randy. Oh, you're feeling Randy.
Yeah. Do I make you Randy? Austin Powers.
Yeah.
So that's what I had of...
I like that.
Yeah, I love Monsters, Inc. so much. Love that music and love Toy Story, obviously.
Yeah.
So, and he did the whole series of Toy Story as well. I wasn't sure if he did all of them, but he did. So, yeah.
No, that's good. Pixar just has some really good themes.
Yeah.
They have some good music. So I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
Which is also Pixar.
Okay.
It's Up.
Yes.
Also by Michael Giacchino.
Okay.
But I think I added it on there just because of the One Piece Married Life.
Yes, totally.
But the whole score is kind of nostalgia inspired because it begins in the 1930s or something when Carl and Ellie are younger.
Yep.
But then you get to the main song, which has the main theme, Married Life.
Yep.
And
such a great song.
Yeah, because it goes, it goes upbeat,
yep,
slow, up, down,
yep,
and that kind of reflects married life.
Oh, for sure. Yep.
Married life has its ups and downs and that kind of thing.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I just thought that and plus, it's a 4 to 5 minute long piece, and it captures all of the emotion that you really need
Yeah.
to kind of see what these characters went through.
Yeah.
And I don't know of any other scene or film piece that can kind of convey what that one song did.
Yeah. No, I mean,
nothing really comes to mind to wrap up their entire life.
Oh my God. I mean,
most of their life.
The first, 5 minutes of the movie is, talk about, grabbing your attention and talk about like getting you emotional, in the first 5 minutes of a movie. I mean, because, and I think that as somebody I've only been married for 3 years to Steve, with their life, they're trying to do these adventures and then things set them back. You know what I mean? Like, having to pay for things going wrong or whatever. That definitely is married life a lot,
Yeah.
It's just like, last year Steve and I had to pay for a bathroom because we had mold in our bathroom and just stuff like that. You try to get ahead in life and there's always like setbacks with stuff.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately life. Yeah. So, but I don't know. I don't know how these composers do it. It's like that quote, when words fail, music speaks. It's just so true. Like just the vibe of, I don't know, like married life, they say when you get married, you're settling down, which that theming of that song, da 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 da. I mean, it's like it's in, obviously a major key, so it's positive sounding and it's just kind of like calming, but it's also not fully calming, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm trying to like sound intelligent the way that I'm speaking right now about that score or that piece, but I'm just so sleep deprived. Yeah, because married life is like, you feel like, okay, I've achieved, I found the person, we're married, we're settling down in our home, but then that theming just, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, it's just so perfect how the melody goes,
Yeah.
I love it. I love like hearing that song, even like when you're walking in Hollywood Studios Park, you hear that song a lot.
Yeah.
I just love it. So good. But yeah, I think that's a good honorable mention. That movie's so good. I do not recommend watching it postpartum though.
Tip of the day.
Yeah. Don't watch that postpartum. But yeah. Do you have anything else, Johnny John?
No, not really. I mean, I just always love like the older soundtracks or just like the main themes of like the older films.
Yeah.
And I like how in the older films, and they kind of do it at the end of like some of the newer ones too, but like they'll incorporate the main theme or the main song, but then like add a choral aspect to it. And, it just wraps up everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I heard something, but it could be Steve coming home. I don't know. Why, did you see something?
No.
Oh,
I was like, turn around.
Did you see something?
We watch like we've been watching like a whole bunch of like YouTube videos, like found footage, paranormal.
Oh God!
And that we can't watch it by ourselves. Yeah. We always have to watch it together because some of them you could be like, okay, someone's kind of like trying to get likes or views or something.
Right.
But then there's others where you're just like, oh my God, I got goosebumps. I got chills all over, and that is creepy.
Yes, totally. No, we have good energy in this house. My mom's friend, who's a psychic medium, said it's good energy, so don't worry.
That's good.
So
that's good.
We're good.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, I think this was an awesome.
Yeah. Do you have anything else?
No, like I said, I just had the John Williams stuff, which I kind of, we touched on in the beginning. I just think Star Wars and Indiana Jones are two incredible scores. All of the movies, obviously. Did he do, though, the newest 3 Star Wars movies? I can't remember. I feel like he did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he just didn't do the Mandalorian show, right?
No.
Okay.
No, that was, I don't remember his name, but that guy did Black Panther.
Okay.
And the Oppenheimer film.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
John Williams' last score that he composed was the latest Indiana Jones film.
Okay.
And then he retired.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because, I mean, I think he was when he composed that score, he was in his 90s.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What the boobies?
Hey, when you love what you do.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, geez. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible. But yeah, no, I think this was awesome to touch on. I feel like down the road we could talk more music again, like other movie scores.
We love talking. We love talking music.
But yeah, this was great. So I think, but we've got some awesome episodes coming up. So I'm glad that we can do remote just in the meantime while, I'm embracing the chaos of a newborn and a 2-year-old. Woo!
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. So, all right, John. Well, we will talk in probably like 5 minutes for the next episode.
All right. Looking forward to it.
All right. So stay on. I'm just going to shut this off real quick. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate all your support. Please leave us a review and/or rating on your favorite podcast platform.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook under Parks and Pixie Dust Podcast. We are also on Twitter and TikTok under Parks and Pixie Dust. Give us a follow and stay tuned for lots of updates.
And you can also email us at parksandpixiedustpodcast@gmail.com.
Our episodes are released bi-monthly on Wednesdays.